Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the last day of your course on big data. So, there are few instructions about today and tomorrow that how we are going to conclude this session. For today, you will be given an assignment by Shruti ma'am that you need to submit on your Google Classroom. So that will be a project, and you need to submit that by 13th of January. So she will be assigning you that today, that is 11th, and you need to submit that by 13th of January in your Google Classroom. And after that, tomorrow we will have one feedback session so that you can provide us feedback regarding the session. How was it? And there will be a few more questions regarding that. So that will be only 1 hour session tomorrow, and it will be compulsory for you all to attend that session because we need feedback that how the session was, and according to that, so that we can plan out things accordingly for the next sessions as well. I hope that is fine with everyone. And regarding your certificates, we will be issuing you certificates within a week. So maximum by 20th or 21st, you will receive your certificates for the course. Okay. I hope that is fine with everyone.
मैम हमें सर्टिफिकेट्स कहाँ से मिलेंगे हमारे कॉलेज से
No, we'll be issuing you that in format of PDF.
ओके मैम
Okay.
यस मैम
Good evening, Shruti ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have passed on the rights to you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. And I have explained them that they need to submit that project, whatever you'll assign to them, in the Google Classrooms.
Okay.
Okay.
Good afternoon, participants.
गुड
How's
आफ्टरनून मैम
everyone?
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम
Good afternoon. So, have you know about your project that you have to submit one project, right? And you have one day, that is tomorrow, and tomorrow you have valedictory and the feedback session, and you have to submit it on 13th, right?
यस मैम
So, have you decided what you have made for your project? Yes, because now you only have 2 days, that is today and the tomorrow, because on 13 you have to submit. Yes, any doubt regarding any help you want for the project, yes, you can ask your questions before starting the lecture. So we can discuss your project also. So Ryansh, you have to submit on Google Meet. They will tell you how you have to submit it tomorrow. But I'll prefer to you that if you are making a project, just make one file also for that with your name, so that just like a README information, you are making a README file for that. If your project is going to be start and what are the step, how you did it, just make that file also. And what kind of project, because we are doing this big data training, so either because there are many options for you, because you have done R language also, and you have done this Hive tool also, or you can use another tool which is we are going to do today, that is Apache Spark. So you can done project in Apache Spark or in Apache Hive, or either in the MapReduce. And in the MapReduce you can done processing either in the Python language or in the Java language, or even you are comfortable with the Scala language, you can perform that. So there are many options for you in which you can perform your you can do your project. Just take project, any analysis project. Okay, first tell me in which you are interested, then according to you I'll give you some ideas how you can prepare your project. And today we are going to discuss one project also. Okay, Gunika, Hive. So for Hive, I'll give you the option of if you can do the Twitter analysis, right? Or either you can do the that sales analysis if a company is having the sales and how many sales you are having. and you can perform this sales data analysis or tourism survey analysis, faculty data management, or e-commerce sales analysis. So these are the analysis you can do that. Yes, Raghav, if you have the Netflix data, yes, you can analyze in that data in R. Yes, because R language is also included in your course, so you can perform with that also. So take Facebook data, and even you can get it from the website from the Kaggle. I'll just sharing my screen. I'll just show you the data also, and I'll give you the data also. Wait me, just let me share my screen. Yes, it is, Vamsi. Yes, project is necessary for the certificate. You have to do it. Yes, Karthik, you can use Twitter data for the project, which I told you. You can take data, you can YouTube data also. And today we are going to see the analysis of the YouTube even. You can take that, and even the analysis which I'm showing you, you can perform the another way. That depends on you. So see over here, this is the Kaggle website. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now over here, this is the Kaggle website, and I'll give the link to you. This is the IPL data. It is from the 2008 to 2019. So for download this data, and you can see what are the, yes, you can download this data and you can perform analysis on it. So just like you can do on this, but you can perform the analysis if you're doing anything analysis. Either you can do in the R language, or either you can perform using the SQL queries either on the Apache Hive. And if you want to use the Python language, then you can go for Apache Spark. I'll tell you today how you can use Python with the Apache Spark, and that is very easy if you are comfortable in the Python language also. So either take with the Apache Spark, but something related to big data reprocessing. You can do COVID analysis using Python, but that project must be that COVID analysis should be done either using Apache Spark, or the processing should be done in that MapReduce that you have to link. Okay, Vamsi, is it clear now? Because something has related to the big data. Okay. Yes, you can use big data for the cyber security purpose also. Suryansh, what are you thinking? Tell me specific, but where go for the security part. See, because security is needed in everything, either you are in cloud or in big data, because attacks are there, right? So for that attack, you have to provide the security. Yes, Apache Spark with Python will be taught today. I'll perform the YouTube analysis, which tell you. We are doing that today. Yes, Ayush, that project I'm telling you that the tourism survey analysis, either you can perform faculty data management, then we can go for the Apache Hive if you want to go there. After that, e-commerce sales analysis, that is another project. Salary analysis, right? You have that part also. Health survey analysis if you want to do that you can go, or traffic violation analysis, that is another part. And there is one sensor analysis. You will get the data of sensors, then you can perform analysis over that also, right? And even you can perform case study on telecom industry, that is again using with the Hive. So that various project you can perform. Even there is one another, yeah, customer complaint project, right? So there are many projects which I gave you some ideas. You can take any project and you have performed the analysis or the SQL query, or you want to perform the algorithms or like that, you can perform that. Tell me in which language you are comfortable, then I'll tell you, you can do according to that. But it should be related to either with the Hive or with the Apache Spark or in the R language, right? Or related with your big data. So now you have many options. You can explore that. And you have just 2 days. Okay, Suryansh, you want to analyze, okay, vulnerability and exposure. So take the data of the frequent attacks on the big data. Then when you get the CSV or file of the attacks of the frequent data, then analyze that. Okay, Suryansh? So I hope project part is clear to everyone. So any questions
Excuse
regarding
me, ma'am.
project before starting? Yes.
Ma'am, what kind of projects can we do on Hadoop?
What kind of project? I told you that I can have the storage of the big data. So for that, you have a large amount of data which you can show that we are storing this amount terabytes of data in our in our server, right? And how you can locally move that data, that the HDFS command which I've shown you. This is the one part, the project, and the
Okay, ma'am.
second one which you can do is the processing of the map reduce. So you can perform any, you can take any idea which will take the processing much time in SQL or with the any help unstructured data. So you can take that in with the help of this big data, and you can show that your big data is taking less time if we compared with the another one. So you can take the second one, and for the third one, if you are comfortable in Python and you want to perform the analysis, okay, if you want to go for the analysis part, then you can perform the analysis in the Apache Spark. If you are good with the machine learning algorithms or finding such things, or if you are comfortable with the SQL language also. So you can go with that. And the fourth one is again the analysis. If you are comfortable with the SQL part, then you can take the data, load the data in your HDFS, okay, and you can show that the how your SQL queries is converting into MapReduce part, and what was the actual your problem statement and how you are converting that, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Shivam. Okay, so what are you thinking, Shivam? What you want to make?
मैम हॉस्पिटल डेटा के बारे में ही पहले तो मैप रिड्यूस के थ्रू क्या करते हैं कि उसको पहले रिड्यूस
Okay.
कर लूंगा एंड देन आर में एक प्रोग्राम क्रिएट करके और उसके बाद उसको विजुअलाइज करूंगा ग्राफिकली कि किस तरीके से पहले कितने हमारे पास पेशेंट थे और अभी इस तरह से डेटा एनालाइज करने की सोच रहा
ठीक है, it's good. Okay, go for that.
हूँ ओके मैम
Yes, other participants? Yes. Anyone want to ask some questions regarding the project? You can ask.
मैम आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन
Yes, Shivam.
मैम क्या हम हडूप के साथ बैश लैंग्वेज यूज कर सकते हैं
Yes, use कर सकते हैं.
ओके मैम
You can write shell scripting because it's backend. वो तुम्हारा वो Linux पे ही तो चल रहा है सारा. जो servers हैं, everything is Linux ना, तो your script file can run.
तो मैम जो अगर मैं प्रोजेक्ट में बैश स्क्रिप्ट क्रिएट कर देता हूँ तो वो हमारी एक्सेप्टेबल होगी प्रोजेक्ट में
ये
प्रोजेक्ट में
तुम
एक्सेप्टेबल है
नहीं, इफ यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ बैश स्क्रिप्ट, तुम उसका किस रिगार्डिंग बैश स्क्रिप्ट क्या करेगी तुम्हारा वो?
जिस तरीके से मैम पिछली बार हमने हडूप और मैप रिड्यूस के लिए पाइथन में कोड लिखा था उस तरह से मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि अगर हम तो वो काम करेगा
यस, वही मैं कह रही हूँ, बैश स्क्रिप्ट तो तुम्हारी रन करेगी बिकॉज यू आर एग्जीक्यूटिंग दैट फाइल. बट इफ यू आर डूइंग, बिकॉज आई टोल्ड यू दैट HDFS में वी आर जस्ट स्टोरिंग अ डेटा. सो इफ यू आर राइटिंग अ कोड, द कमांड्स ऑफ द HDFS दैट यू आर रनिंग इनटू, दैट यू आर राइटिंग इनटू शेल स्क्रिप्ट, तो वो तो रन करेगी. दैट इज अगेन रिलेटेड टू दैट बिग डेटा ना.
ओके मैम
ओके. Okay, Gunika, you are going for okay sales analysis. I told this is the website, Kaggle website. You can search the data in here and you will get the data. Just upload it in your, we can say that in your HDFS or either locally. Then you can. But first, try to perform that you have to upload the data into the your HDFS part. And after the HDFS part, you should go for the creating the table. So when you are creating the table, just see your structure of your data, then accordingly create the table. Okay, I'll give you one example. Wait, I'll give you one example of one project which I. Yes, good. You want to ask some question? I have seen your which you have sent it to me last yes yesterday, which you have sent me the file. So you want to ask some question regarding that? Okay. Yeah, I was showing you the one project which I have downloaded for you. Wait. Yeah. So this is one project. I gave you this project so that you can take the idea of this one. There's one other question in Suryansh. That assigned task you will get it in Google Classroom tomorrow. Focus on preparing first. Then in tomorrow session we will provide you how you can submit it. Right? So let's go for this one. So this is the data set. See over here. We actually this is your data set. Can you everyone see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So see over here, we have our data set. These are the 6 files which are in the txt, and this is related to your copy. So see over here, what the values are here, specialized and branch 6. This is the branch data which belongs to which branch, and which coffee, that latte, cappuccino, so basic espresso or something. So it is related to branch and the coffee. So this the data. First thing, you have to download the data set and you have to analyze. Then according to that, you have to find the problem statement. Again, this is the your coffee and the branch. So this is the beverage branch B data set, and this is for your A data set, and this is for your C data set. So you are having 3 data set which are having the same column, that is the 2 columns they are having, and first is the coffee they are saying and the second one is the branch, right? So if I am having this one, then according when you are seeing this data set, you will get to know, okay, I have to create the 3 tables for beverage branch A, beverage branch B, and the beverage branch C, right? And in that data set you have to take the 2 columns, and in 2 columns, for the first column you have to set the coffee and the second one is the branch, and they are separated by the comma which I taught you in the starting, and the next line would be the field terminator and everything you have to tell. So then you can load the data. So you first step to understand the data, second create the table according to the data set, right? How many fields you require, and what is the data type of that, and the third step you have to load the data, right? So we have to see the another data set also. See over here, it is telling the count. So it is telling this coffee and the sales, that is the count of this coffee. I don't know it's in a day, not I don't know it's in a day or whether it's in a month, so that we don't know, but it's just a count. So mid latte 73. So that we have to analyze from the data. Even there is small light which is 1032. So let's take for example in a day how many cups are they are having or they are selling. So you just making a count and the beverage. So here what we have the coffee type, and we have the second thing is the count of that how many cups are they are selling for it. So for this, we were having these 6 data set, and again the beverage count is this is for the branch A, the count for this is branch B, and this is for C. So again you have to we have created this table, and now we are having the data set, we are having the table, and we have loaded this branch data into it, right? Now what problem, then after that we have to decide what is the problem, we have to analyze and what it should be. So let's just open this one. Okay, let me open it for you, and I'll share this one so that you can perform this on your system also, and you can analyze also. So let me just do it with you. Yes, see over here. So the description of this, the beverages name does not have spaces, वो हमने देख लिया है. Next, the coffee shop branches कौन कौन सी हैं coffee shop में? Branch 1, branch 2, etc. And beverages can be ordered many times with different count, which I told you. Wait, yeah. So beverages can be ordered many times with different count, which we have seen. A beverage and the branch combination might appear multiple times. वो भी हमने देख लिया, beverage और branch का combination है. Beverage could be available on multiple branches. This is also we got from the data set. And the output, you have to create one output file, but this is not mentioned in your. So we have taken the data set. So, problem statement. Now, here is your problem statement, which we are going to analyze on it. So, first is what is the total number of consumer for branch 1, right? So, this is your problem statement number 1, that what is your total number of consumer there. We have to decide कि एक branch में कितने number of customers हैं, कितने consumer हैं. तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमें पता चलेगा अगर इस ब्रांच में ज्यादा है देन वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन दिस ब्रांच, राइट. तो हम उसको इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश करते हैं. जिसमें कम है फिर हम उसको देखेंगे उसको बढ़ाया कैसे जाए. So what is the total number of consumer for branch 1? You have to calculate. Next is what is the number of consumer for the branch 2, and सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा बेवरेज ऐसा है जो कंज्यूम्ड हो रहा है और कौन सी ब्रांच में कंज्यूम हो रहा है. That type of questions, that type of query, you can take it as a problem statement, right? So these are the problem statement. Even you can find your problem statement. I'll give you this data set also. If you are creating your own problem statement, then you can put in that, and you can provide that this query will solve this and this problem statement using this query. So this is the output. So you have to perform it like that. And when you are making such things, first what you have to do, first explain your data set. So first thing is you have to do the description of the data set, that you have to tell. Okay, after that, data set files, you have to tell that we have using this data set file, and what is your problem statement. Okay, then after the problem statement you will tell environment you have used. Either you have used Apache Spark, or whether you have used Apache Hive, or whether you are using this R language. So you have to explain that. So this is the third. Then, yeah. So don't go for this part. Just you have to and every problem scenario which you have. So go for that and put the screenshot also. Okay, because we will understand from your screenshot if you are arranging like in the file. So see, first what we have to do if we are going with this project, then we have to create a directory in HDFS, because we are putting our data set into that directory which is in the HDFS. So we are putting our data into the HDFS part. So either you can go for the HDFS DFS command. We are just making directory. It's in the user hive folder and it's in the project input folder. Okay, so this is the directory which we have made. And now data is we have to copy the data from local files to the HDFS. So tell me which was the command, copy data from local file to the.
HDFS DFS hyphen copy from local then path.
Yes. So see, everything is linked. Now you have to, that's why we have done that. Now you have to copy the data from your local. So we are just doing copy from local, and you have to give the local address, the local file where it is placed, and then the destination folder where you want. So we want in the HDFS part. So see over here, it's in the user hive, the folder which we have created. So we are putting every data, the 6 files which we are got from the data set. So we have got this, you have to upload it. So see, first what you have to do, you have to create a directory. And after creating the directory, you have to put the data files into it. And all the data is now uploaded into your HDFS, right? So after the step one, this is just the uploading where your HDFS is used. So now what you have to do, you have to implement in Hive. So for implementing it, we have to create a database, right? So first we have to create a database. This example we have already done how you can, if I gave you some homework, you didn't, मुझे याद नहीं दिलाया किसने, I gave you some homework. What was the homework? Did I give you? Say, just say yes or no.
यस मैम, टेबल क्रिएट करना था.
कौन सा टेबल क्रिएट करना था?
टेबल 1.
टेबल 1, ओके. तो टेबल 1 में क्या स्पेसिफिक था, क्या बोला था, कैसे क्रिएट करना है आपको?
कॉलम 1 मैम स्ट्रिंग था, कॉलम 2 अरे था स्ट्रिंग का, और कॉलम 3 स्ट्रिंग था,
वो तो
एंड जो
वी हैव
कॉलम
डन
4 था
इट,
वो इंट था.
वो तो मैंने कर दिया था क्लास में, वी हैव डन दैट.
मैम यही दिया था आपने होमवर्क में.
आई टोल्ड यू दैट यू हैव टू this query I gave you as a homework. Remember? किसी ने क्लास में लगाई थी लास्ट टाइम? No one is saying anything. Just type yes or no. Word count. Okay, Raga, have you performed in word count if I gave you the word count? Okay, so I gave you this query. You have to create a database, and for this, I told you there's some properties. You can add the creator name and you can add the date also. So these kind of things I told you. Okay, no problem. Just for this, the query is like create database, database name now with DB properties, that is database properties. If you want to add in the database that some properties should be there, that when it should be created and who created this, so you can give the name, creator, and your name, date when you have created it, right? So you can perform it like this. So first you have to create a database, and in that database you have to go in that database, that is you can use command. And now we have to build a in that database we have to build your tables, right? So because we have the code, this one, because we are using this database and we have to create a table. Now we have to count. See, we have the data type like this, we have the data tables like this, the name and the count, which is the selling of the count, how many use they are using in this. So for this, just consist of and the beverage and the number of consumer. So we have to create a table for it. So table, table name, that is beverage count 1, and the first part is this one, you can see over here, this is the string, and the column name we have given beverage, and the second is the integer one, so we have given the integer one, and the name we have given it to the column, that is the count, right? And again row format delimited, and the fields, because there are a comma in between them, so we have to tell them. So fields terminated by comma, right? Again, same, you have to go for count B and the C because you are having the three text files in it. So this you have to do. Now your table is created. After creating the table, you have to load the data. So you have to load the beverage and the number of consumer from it. So for that, again, you can use the command load data. Then local tab use करेंगे if your file is in locally. But now I have uploaded the file into the HDFS part, so I will not use locally over here. I can just write in path, and this one is the link a path I have give it for this, that you have to load data into this path. this is the a.txt. This file we are having, that is in the hdfs, and into which table, which we have created beverage count A, beverage count B, beverage count C. यहाँ तक clear है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how you have to make the project. ठीक है? So for the start, how you have to do it? It's just like this. First, see the database and how you have to it. Then come on the second. This is the schema definition. Beverage count A. This is the table. And fields you are having beverage and the count, and the input type first for that is string, and for the count is integer. So these three tables we have already made. So after this step 3, now we have beverage and the branches data set also, right? So the given file consists of beverage and the branches. Now we have to take that data. So this is the file which you are having. This is the beverage and this is the branching. So we have, because we have 4 problems, so we have to tell in each branch what is the famous beverage or what is the total count. So that is, these two tables are related, and one is primary key and the foreign key, which you have to take according to that. So now again create the table for the beverage branch. So this we have created the table beverage branch. The data type which you have to tell, that is the beverage, which should be the string, and the second one is the branch again, which should be the string. And the rows, the fields are here are separated by the comma. So we have given that, and we have created again 3 tables because we are having beverage A, beverage B, and the beverage C. So now we have created the table. So again load that data into it. So we have loaded the data into it again with the help of the same command, because we have uploaded the data into hdfs. So this is your command, bev branch a.txt into table which we have created just now, bev branch A, bev branch B, bev branch C. So this is just the creating the schema and just putting the data into the table. Now everything you are having. So what you have to do now, you have to you have the problem statement with you. So you have to just solve the problem statement, that the problem statement which you were having. So tell me, now I have everything. Now you have seen everything. So what is the total number of consumer for branch 1? So how you will calculate it? So now this problem you have, I explained you the data, we have everything. So now with the help of SQL query, I am not asking you the query, I am just asking you the logic. So how we can calculate the total number of consumer for branch 1? Just think about it. And okay, tell me who are good in SQL. Okay, no one is saying they are good in SQL. Okay, just okay in SQL or not. Just type yes or no. Okay, good, Gunika. Yes, we can use count. Okay, so Raghav is not good. So you are not going to make in Hive, Raghav? Okay. What about other in branch 1? Constant account, in which we are creating sub queries, in which what we'll do, we have to find out, because we have to find out in the branch 1 and total number of, because count हमें चाहिए. So in which क्या है आपके पास, branch 1 के consumers हैं सिर्फ होने चाहिए. Okay. I'll give you the data set. You can apply that. Yes, count हम करेंगे उसमें से. So specific we only want for the branch one. So we have to make many nested query for it, and according to that we have to see the solution. So now you got that what should be the query and how we can see what should be the output. So according to that you have to apply the nested query and the sub query. And there is one big advantage even here also, as you can see we can perform join also. So have you performed join, group by? You can see the group by function and the union function. So are you familiar with this concepts or not? This is the basic. Okay, that's good. What about? Okay, so Shivam, okay, yeah, you are not from this SQL background. So if you are good in SQL, then you can go only the SQL analysis part. Yes, good Suryansh. Yes, used to classify. That's good because group by, if we are applying first group by, then according branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, every will according to that. So if you are done, you are good in that how you can use the join operation and how you can use this operation, then only you can perform this. So see over here, we have this query, we have the solution for this also. I'll give it to you so that you can practice it and understand it how we can. And we have the sum function, we have the count function also, which will be total counted for it. And these are the we have taken tables and we have just merged the data, and we are creating a new table which will get this data. So the created table, this table we have calculated again the two fields which I am getting, but here I just want to get all the count for it. So now you can just select from this table, because this table which we have created, it contain only the data for the branch one. Sum, because we just want to count the total number of count, that is for the branch one kitni total number hui hai. So now easily we can find that. So that's only the two query which is for the problem scenario 1. But you have to understand what would you want the output and how you will get that, right? So that's we have done. And just like we have a many scenario which you want to perform, and you can create the tables into it. Yes, union puts a table on the top of each other while join columns. Yes, yes, good. That's do that. Yes, this is everything. The table, created table, problem scenario 2. So this is the problem scenario second one. What is the number of consumer for the branch 2? So again, you have to see what query you have to apply, what the data you have to see according to that. And it is not compulsory that your query should be same with the with its result query. It depends on you only, that how you are getting, how you are using your mind to putting that query. So it would not be compulsory that we just want the output, that what should be the your problem should only get solved. That's it. So this is the thing which, and we have discussed the problem statement also, and how you can perform this and how you can start that also. So this thing you have to perform in your project. So I hope you are getting the idea if you want to perform on Hive. So this is just the one example we did. Now we are performing on Apache Spark. So the second project we are going do today is YouTube data analysis, which we are going to perform on the Apache Spark, right? So these project, I hope you are getting the idea. First, this we have done in Apache Hive. So who wants to perform in Apache Hive? I hope they are getting the idea, right? So just tell me who are going to perform the project in Hive. Just write Hive. Okay, yes, great, Ganika. About what about others? Okay, so no one. Okay, okay, that's okay, Raghav. Okay, good. So I guess three and four students are there. Okay, okay. Then let's move to the Apache Spark part, right? So there are two options for you. For the Apache Spark, Apache Spark uses which language by default? Which is the most familiar language of the Apache Spark when they started? Do you know this? Just type yes. Yes, Shivam, it's Scala. Now see, there are many different languages and you'll tell which one to learn, right? So because see, for every different technology, you are learning some new language. But Scala is easy, it's not that difficult. And even if you want to implement blockchain, then go for Go language or Solidity. So for every technology, you have a different languages. But if you are comfortable with the Python also, you can use the Python. So there is no need for you to learn Scala language. But let's see what's in Scala and I'll tell you what we are going to do in that, right? So let's see first the practical part because I want you to have the idea of, right. Wait, let me just share. Yes. So we were discussing either you can perform Scala language. So if you're performing the Scala language on this portal which we are having, here we are also having the Apache Spark. Wait, I'll just open it for you. You can see over here the Spark. It's not working. Let's say the another one. Worker. Mhm. Yes. No completed, but they have not given you the server. They have not started the server, and if you want to go for the server, let me just write the command. Okay, I have to exit it from here. Just let me write Spark Shell. So starting the Spark, just write the command Spark hyphen shell. Uh, One big advantage if your Spark is not running here, even you can, because you can't use Python language over here. So there is one alternative for it. That alternative is that you can use Windows platform without installing your Hadoop. So if you don't want Hadoop in your Windows, then even only you can use Apache Spark. Wait, let's get started. Yeah. So see, this is your Spark shell, and this is you have got it Spark version, everything, and this is in Scala language. So which I told you that analysis which you have to perform, so you can perform it in the Apache Spark. But if you're working in this shell, so you have to work on Scala language. But this is not the time that you can learn the Scala language, but you already are comfortable in the Python language. So what we'll do, we'll perform. You can install PySpark for that. That is the server which you required, the same server in Windows platform. I'll tell you the steps. What are the steps you can install? There are just hardly the 5 to 6 steps which you will install in your Windows, and you can just use Apache Spark and but with the help of the Python language. So with the Python language plus Apache Spark, we called it as a PySpark, right? Now see over here, this is asking for the Scala, right? So here you have to perform it on the Scala language. But I know this is not the time that you will learn a new language because you have to submit the project. So for that, you can go for the Python. I'll just first tell you what you have to do and you just have to. Okay, so everyone is having Anaconda, right? If you are working in Python. Is having Anaconda, na? Shivam is not having. Okay, Kurt is having, Smriti is having. Okay. So how you are doing your Python then? Yeah, Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter you are having. That's in an Anaconda, na? Okay, Okay, no problem. If you're having idle, you can do with install Plastam also, Jupyter also, anything which you want to install, anything you want might work on. But I'll prefer to work on Anaconda, and in Anaconda, I'm prefer to use Jupyter Notebook instead of Spider. So this was your Cloudera part. So we'll just finish this one, and now we come to your Windows part. Okay. So in your Windows, the necessary steps for installing the Apache Spark, I'll tell you. And see this, this is my command prompt. And in my command prompt, again, the command which you have to write, that is the Spark shell, because this is the server. So your server must get running. So just write Spark shell and your server will get started. So it is started now. You can perform Python, that is which you want to write the code in Python language, analysis and anything which you want to write in your Python language. Plus, we have to install two utilities. We have to import libraries from the Spark, and that is called PySpark. That is Apache Spark plus Python is equal to your PySpark. That's it you have to do for if you are performing the analysis in the Python language. So I'll tell you what are the steps you have to perform for installing this. Wait, let me just open the document for you. No, it's not in there. Yeah, wait, let me just. Yeah, this is the Apache Spark. So first of all, you have to for installing this Apache Spark in Windows platform, we will create it like we have installed Hadoop. We have to create, we have to give it a virtual to it, virtualization that we have created Hadoop to it. So first you have to go to this Apache Spark. I have given the link and you can choose which Apache Spark you want to install. Okay. So for this package, you just choose, you can just choose this pre-built for Apache Hadoop and the page, it will look like this. See, you can see over here and you can choose this which release you want it and you can just click on the download and see, choose a package type. It should be pre-built for Apache Hadoop and download Spark. This is everything which you needed. Just click on the download, and once you have downloaded, the zip file will get downloaded. Just unzip it. For unzipping it, you can use WinRAR or either you can use 7-zip, right? So just unzip that folder, and there step 3 is that you have to create a Spark folder. Okay, so you have to create a Spark folder in the C directory, and it's in the user folder, because now you have to see where your data is going. So in user in C, in the user folder, I have created this Spark directory, and in this folder you have to create the content which you have unzipped, which you have getting it from the unzipping the file. So just copy all the data from there and put it in just in the Spark folder. And yeah, wait, let me show you. Yes, so after pasting it, so the Spark folder now it will look like this. So see this, there are jar files, configuration files, data, examples, Python, R. So now you can perform in any language. This is in R language, Python language, everything you have got it. So we have to configure the path. So for this, just go for your again environment variables, and in environment variable you have to give the path. And first variable name is you have to type the variable name also, that is the spark underscore home. And the second one is you have to give the value path also, the which we have given it over here, right? So you have to give the path and the name which you have to give. We have given that, just click OK. And to the path we have to add Spark Home bin directory also. So we'll just go over here, new, and just copy this line into this path. When you'll copy this line, just click on OK. Spark, because I told you they are running on the top of the Hadoop. So when they are running on the top of the Hadoop, so we need Hadoop for that. And in this, we are giving it a virtualization that we have the Hadoop. We don't actually install the Hadoop into your Windows system. So this virtualization will be provided by the winutils.exe file. Okay, so you don't need to install the Hadoop. What we can do, we can perform it with the help of the this file winutils.exe. You can just Google it and you will find the file winutils.exe. You can just download it, and then again to create a folder winutils. Okay, in the C directory, you can see over here, we have to create a folder in C drive with the name winutils, and inside that create a folder bin. Okay, and in bin folder just put that exe file into it, because every time when your Apache Spark will get started, it will look for your Hadoop, and this will provided by this software, that is, and that easy. Now this is the path for the winutils. So we have to add the path for the Hadoop also. Just like we have given this path into our that system, that is in our Linux system. So when we have installed it. So for starting it, what you have to do, you just give the variable name Hadoop underscore home. That is this path you can see over here, and the value, that is the path of the winutils. So just give this variable also. So at the other user, which we have seen, after the Spark home, you have to add this line also, Hadoop home. This is the bin that you go to this directory. So this again we have done. Just click on OK, and because you already know that Hadoop needs Java, right? The base for it is Java. So for installing it, the Java should be installed into your system, and it should be the given the steps also, that is the environment variable which you have to use. So we have already have Java into our system. You are not having Java into your system, just download it. I have given the step, and even you can perform it with the help of, you can verify it, Java space hyphen version. So you have give the path also, everything which you have done, that's it. So now you have done the installation. If you want to check whether your this Spark is working or not, just type the command spark hyphen shell. So which I already shown you. If you type the command spark hyphen shell, then it will look like this, that your Spark is started and the version is this. That's it. You have created the hypothetical Hadoop also, and your Apache Spark is running. If you are familiar with the Scala language, then you can perform the Scala language here. Okay, tell me, do you want to learn Scala language or not? Yes, tell me, do you want to learn Scala language or not? Just type yes or no. Yes, that's why I'm not. Okay, okay, Shivam, that's good. Okay, then I'll give you my commands for the Scala also. I have, yes, but not in the moment. Yes, I know, could not at the moment. That's why I only asked. Will not teach you right now Scala, but I'll give you my presentation and all the commands of the Scala from which you can learn and you can perform the basic of the Scala language. That's why I asked. Okay. Okay, no problem, Shivam. Okay, so this is how you can start with your Apache Spark. Now let's move with the Python, because Python with the Apache Spark. Now let's do that. Yeah, so we are going to analyze the YouTube data, and this is the YouTube data which I'm having, and you can see the size of it also. So see, this is 947 KB. So this is the YouTube data.txt file, and let me just open it for you. This is the data set. I'll give you all the data set which we are going to do today, so that even you can use that for your project if you want to perform some changes into it. It's a big one. It will take time for getting it, starting everything. This one now. This is your data, and we don't understand what's in this, so we'll just analyze it and tell you what we have to do. And I have analyzed in with the help of the your a Python language, and we have done in the PySpark. So let me just open my file for you. Let's open Anaconda. It will take some time. So in the meanwhile, I'll show you in the slides. Yeah. Yeah, it is getting. No, this is the Apache Spark. Will uh, focus for the part because you have to perform the practical. Then we'll see what's in this and why. Basically, we are using Apache Spark. I'll tell you what's the reason behind Apache Spark. If you're having the streaming data, so if you're having the data which is real time, that is the streaming. For example, YouTube is generating data each time, at every second they are generating data. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So these kind of data which are generating at the real time and streaming data. So if you want to perform the analysis, because you have to quickly perform the analysis on that, so for these kind of streaming data, we are more into this Apache Spark rather than Hive and any other databases or any other tools which we are going. There is a main other reasons also why we are using it, but just for the time being, just remember that Apache Spark is you are using for the streaming data. So if you want to go for the Twitter data, Facebook data, you can use Hive also, but if you want to use this Apache Spark, that will also good. Let's just get started because my okay, let me just take wait, let me see whether it started or not. Hmm, it did started. Yeah, now it has started. So when you install the Anaconda, you're working in Python. So this is for your Python part. So this is the Anaconda Navigator and this is your Jupyter notebook. You can just launch it. Let's check whether when it gets started, then we'll see first the problem statement. Yes. First I'll tell you what is the RDD in this. Let's open the slideshow mode. So, if you're working in Apache Spark, so first we have the RDD. RDD is your resilient distributed data set. Okay, and it is your fundamental structure of your Apache Spark. If you are having this object, this is immutable distributed collection of objects which we are having, and in each data set, we divide our data set into logical partitions, right? And which will be computed on the different nodes of the cluster. So that's why this read RDD we have made it. Okay, your anaconda gets open, I guess. Wait, let me see. It didn't get started. Wait. Yeah, so it's now. Yes. So here we have the anaconda. Wait, let me just open the file. Not this one. Yes. Let me find the file. Facebook analysis. Or maybe I have to upload it. Wait. It's uploaded. Yeah, just uploaded this one. Hmm. For I'm uploading this code file. Upload. Just let me just. Yes. So this is the file. Can everyone see my screen of PySpark of this Jupyter
Yes.
notebook? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So see. Okay. Now we are doing the Python code. So see over here. First, what you have to do, you have to import one package that is called find spark, right? And it will you have to use the function init function over here. And when you use the init function, it will find it whether you have the Apache Spark in your system or not. So if your system is not having this Apache Spark, it will give you the error. So if you have installed the Apache Spark, it will not give you the error. So this is the find spark done it for you, and see over here, could not find spark, that's why it will give you the error. So make sure your spark home environment variable is set and expected to be read. So after this, you have to and you have to give the path also. So in above I have not path where he has to find it. So you have to give the path C, because where I have installed this one Spark, it's in C, and I have created the Spark folder here, and all the data I have put it in this directory Spark, the content which I have unzipped it. So the full path I have given it here. So when it will find it, it will not give me the error. So first you have do this. You have to find it, and after that you have to import the Spark. So I told you what is the PySpark. That is the Python language plus Apache Spark is called PySpark. So that's the beauty of your Apache Spark, that it will give you the liberty that you can write the code either in the Scala language, either in the Python, or either in the Java. So if you want to perform the analysis on the stream data, then you can perform it on the any language in which you are comfortable in, right? So after the importing this PySpark, because PySpark is also, because you are analyzing it, so you have to use the SQL query. So for using the SQL into PySpark, so we have to import Spark session from it from the PySpark.sql. So you can just write it like this. And in this, we are in Spark session, we are using get or create function. So and the session, when it gets started, we are storing into the Spark variable. So this is for the session get or create, because we are analyzing the data. So first we have to create a session for it. And after that, if you're familiar, okay, tell me how many of you are familiar with the Python language? Just type yes or no. Okay, good. Shivam, Donika, okay. Smriti, Raghav, okay. Dipanshu is also okay. Okay, so okay, Suryansh, for intermediate is also get, no problem. Okay, what about others? Okay, so no one is replying. So see over here, we have created one variable, and now because every query which I'm going to use, we have to use with the Spark SQL. So either you can perform with the help of the SQL, the analysis part, or the machine learning which you want to perform. So that depends on you, but it just like that. Till here, you have to use, you have to tell that we are using Spark, and you have to create the Spark session, and you are using PySpark over here. So now because I have a data, so I want to check, I want to analyze the YouTube data, right? So for just checking this part, whether my Spark is working or not, there is one table with the name hello. So and it is a dummy table. So I'm just selecting a column Spark over here. See, I have just written select Spark as hello. So this they have printed it like this, and we are just showing it with the help of the show function. So if you are comfortable in Python, then only you can understand this, but we are using with the help of the show function. And next step, this is not the compulsory one. This we have just verifying it whether your Spark is working or not. Okay, this is nothing to do with your analysis part. So from this, this is the main part which we have to install, and we have to type what we are going to do. So the first part you have to import. This is the from the directory, future directory. We are going to import this print function, and we need this system library also, because in system we have to provide the path where we are going to use it. So that's why we are using this system library, and we are just importing that from operator, import add and Spark session, and import everything from the SQL data types also. So these are the libraries which we require for performing the session, right? So then you have to create a session which we have created in the yes above one. Either you can create the session like that which we have created in the previous command, or either you can create it like this spark session dot builder dot master, because now we are not getting any data from anywhere, because we have the data youtube dot analysis in our system only. So that's why there you don't need to write anything. But here, either you, if you're having data in Amazon or in S3 bucket and there only, then you can use the IP address, you can give the public address over here. For you, it's not required. And just the name, I have given the app name, that is YouTube data analysis, and you can give any name to it. I'm just saying it, you can create the session, get or create. That is just only the purpose of creating a session. And after that, you have to give the path. So see over here, we are just giving the path where my data is getting stored. So it's already in the Spark folder, and I have that data, I guess, in the YouTube data.txt. That's why we have given the path of we are just uploading our data. We have now all our data, it's in the file underscore path, right? In this variable we have uploaded the data now. So now we have provided the schema, said what should be the structure type, and what the value should, the what should be the data type for it. So let me just go with the slide first, then I'll brief you. Yeah. So here, just see this, we were talking about the RDD. Just for the time being, remember this is the data structure of the Spark, which we are going to use. And a Spark context is, that is the entry point where you have to start. That is the Spark context over here. So the first thing which we have to do is we have to establish a connection with the Spark. And when you have connected with the Spark, you can use these RDD. You have to create this RDD and many more things which you have to do for running your application in the Spark. So every Spark application which we are running, they need one driver program which will launch your operations, which will help you to perform. That's in the architecture. So just don't go into deep into that, because that's not the time right now. But seeing this, all the Scala commands which you want to perform, I have pasted the screenshot. I have uploaded the screenshot in my presentation. You can see in this how we can perform this. And if you want to go into more into depth, let me just know. We will perform according to this. But now we are not going to perform these queries, because I don't want to burden you with the another language. But see here, it's the again with the database similarity which you are using. So we will not go into this. So let's move further. And your Apache Spark, that is written in Scala programming language. That's why it is by default your Scala language. So I already discussed that if you want to support your Python with the Spark, then they have released a new tool that which is called a PySpark. That's why we are using this Python Spark. So you can work with the RDD data frames and your data sets in Python programming language also, right? So what is data set? Data set, we are having a distributed collection of our data. And what is data frame over here? The data set that is organized into the columns. So that is called the data frame, and it is conceptually equivalent to the table that's we are having in the relational database, or we can say in the data frame, either you can say in the R language or in the Python language, right? So, but they have the richer option under this. So, the analysis which we are going to perform is we have the YouTube data. So, these are three problem statements which you want to find out. So, first you have to get the data, and after getting the data, you have to see on which platform you have to perform, and then the problem statements. So, we have to find out what are the top video categories they are having with the maximum number of videos uploaded, right? So first problem statement is because they are having the data, so we have to find the category, that is the top video category they are having, which has the maximum number of videos uploaded. And then we will see the problem statement second for this is we have to sort the videos with the decreasing order of their rating. So from this I'll get to know which videos are having the highest rating and which is the lowest one. And we have to find the top rated videos which is having the highest number of comments or likes on that on the YouTube, we have to find from it. So these are the queries, or these are the problem statement which you want to find out from your analysis. So data set description, so you have to describe your data set. So from the data set, what included there, the first column which the data I'm having, it's the video ID, and the second one who uploaded it, and the third one what is the interval between the day of establishment and day out of uploading the video. So that is the it doesn't bother with me, so I don't need this, even you can drop this. So you have to, even if you're going for the analysis part, just see whether you actually require this column or not. If there are some columns which you don't require, you can just drop it and you can just focus on the main data, right? And the next is the what is the category, and the first question what I was having, that we have to find the top video categories, right, with the maximum number of videos uploaded. So from here, fourth you can see what is the category of the video, and fifth is again the length of the video, number of views for the video. So that is the problem statement third. Then rating on the video, again we can find the what is the rating and number of ratings given for the video, number of comments and related videos uploaded. So these are the values which I am having with the columns which we are having in our data set. So for these data set, if you're having this one, first step you have to import the required libraries, which I have shown you in the that file. What are the required libraries you required for it for the Spark? And the second step is that you have to create a session, because this is the entry point of the Spark program. So if you're going for the Spark, so the first is that you have to create a Spark session for it. That is RDD, which I told you that you have to create the context for it, right? And the next step is you have to load the data. So where your data is, you just have to load it. And after the loading, you have to create schema, just like you have created the schema in Hive. Also here you have to create the schema. So create schema on the loaded data which we have loaded, and we can done with the help of the struct field method also. So in Python we are having the method struct field. Since our data set because उसमें क्या है, we don't have any header parts, so इसीलिए column का name भी है उसमें, क्या करेंगे वो हम ही specify करेंगे. So we can give F1, F2, or we can give to your name, and even you can give with your function according to your preferences the name. After when you have created a schema, So for created a schema, first we have to create a schema. After that, you have to create a structure in which the data set can be read. So for this, we are creating this function. You can see over here structure. We are just creating a temporary table over data so that we can query over this and we can find it from this temporary table. So for this command is create or replace temp view. So if you're familiar with the this database concepts, if you have familiar with, what's the difference between the view and the table? Yes, I asked what is the difference between the view and the table? Okay, Shivam is not familiar. But okay, Shivam is not. What about others? Yes, difference between view and table. Which is virtual table? Yes. So view is your virtual table. So that's why we are saying that it's a temporary table from yes. Yes, view is a virtual table and table is not. So here what we are doing, we are creating just a temporary view to put our data for the query which we are going to create, right? Because your actual table is already existed and for problem statement we need a temporary table, so that's why we are creating a temporary view over here with this command create a temporary view, right? So for this what we are going to again querying, yeah, yes code, that is view is created, yes, which simplifies code, yes, that's why we are using view, because we can simplify our code and we can put our data into that just for the time being, right? And for this you have to specify some parts to it. See over here, we have created one variable df underscore read for reading the data, and we are saying you have to read it. So we are using this function spark dot read, and we have given the option that delimit the same we are having in the hive also. So we are saying that everything, because the columns are separated by the space. So that's why we have given slash t, that is the tab, and the schema you have to take because we have the created the schema already, so that's why we have taken schema 1 over here. And option we are taking infer schema, that inference schema you have to take, yes, true, because we are passing the schema over here. And csv file dot csv, because either you can take dot txt or anything which you can upload if you're having that file. So we have given the path, that file path variable is storing the file, so you can just go with that. So that's why we have given here like this. And for creating the temporary view, so we are having this structure df underscore read, then we are using this function create or replace temporary view into this just for creating a temporary table. So now you have converted your unstructured data, because the data which I have shown you, we don't understand what's in there. So now we have just converted our unstructured data into the structured format, that is in the table format, which is having a proper header also, delimiter also. So now if you want to check the schema of the table, so we are having this command df underscore read dot print schema. So we can just see the schema, what is the schema of our table. And after that the first problem, so our first problem statement, we don't need require every columns for it. I told you the column which you required only include that, don't overburden your data set of the old data. So instead of going to all the data, first let's fetch the first 10 columns, and now let's create a new temporary table for it. So the value which I want for it, so see this, we are creating just data frame 1, df1, and in this I am using Spark SQL, and we are just selecting this, we are giving the column name also. So f1 I am giving the column name video id, and f2 as video uploader, right? And F3 as video interval, F4 as video category, F5 as video length, F6 as video views, F7 as video rating, F8 as video number rating, number of rating, and F9 as video column, and F10 as video ID for it. I guess I don't know which ID, and we are selecting it. Now see over here, we are putting the table, we are getting it from the table YouTube data from it, right? So see here, this is the query, then this is a simple query which we have used, and create or replace temporary view. Temporary view, we are creating it for the column 4, f1, f2, f3, f4, that's the video category, because I just want to see the video category specifically, because that is from my problem statement. So if I print this one, then get the output of all the video categories, that is entertainment or funny or emotion, or what other categories we have, romantic. So these will show you the output of that. And the first data frame 1, what we have done, that we have extracted the data from YouTube data, and we have given the column name also. So this is just for the simplification which we have done. We'll see in the practical also, but I'll give you so that you can understand much better, first from here and then from the practical part. So we have to find what are the top 7 top categories which we are having with the maximum number of videos uploaded, and we will write the this in the storage also. So that's see over here, select video category, that's we have to choose, and we'll just count that the value video category, and we have given the category count from the column. Now we are just using group by function for the category, and we are just sorting it also with the using of order by function, and we are just sorting it with the category count of this value, and we are getting it with, by default it is in the ascending order, but now we want to do it in the descending order. If you want to perform it in the descending order, just specify the descending over here, and this is just the right option how you want to write it in your file. That is the option for you which you want to apply it, right? So this is over here, it's the output of the query. And what the problem statement was having, that we have to see the, according to the category of your videos, you have to see how many count the how many videos are uploaded in each category. So in entertainment we have got 908 category count, and in music 862, comedy and people, and this we are wanted in the descending order. That's why we have written over here descending, and which each category count. Order by is for sorting, group by is for the video category, because in each video we want according in the total number of videos in each category. That's why we have used this group by function. So if you are familiar with the SQL part, group by function, order by function, then you will be familiar how we can use this, right? So this was the problem statement 1. Let me show you the practical part till here. So this Anaconda screen is visible to everyone, this Python code.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first we have uploaded the required libraries which we want, and after that we have to give the structure to it. So for giving structure we are using this struct field, and this is we are just using the schema1 variable in which we are providing this. So structure type, in this we are using struct field, and column name, because there was no column name, and total number there are 23 columns. So f1 f2, see you can see also f1 f2 f3 23, and you have to you have to tell what is the data type. So I have tell that string type or double type or string again. So these are the data type which they are having, and the value I have taken it is true. It's you have to take, they are available in the data set also. So after giving schema, because my the data set which I have uploaded does not have any schema, so that's why I have provided the schema. So after giving the schema, what I am doing, uh, in read function, I am reading all the data. I am giving the delimiter that you have to read it, everything. So now your data which we have, that is a table which we have created, the path, everything I have tell it over here, and it's in the df read function, which I told you in the slides also. And for creating a temporary table, see over here, we are creating with the help of this schema which we have made it. We have uploaded this value, that is for the create and replace, and with the name YouTube underscore data. So now YouTube underscore data is the table which you are having everything in this. So the data which you have uploaded in this df underscore read, now you have created the temporary table with the name of YouTube underscore data, and that the data of yours is having everything, right? So when we have printed the schema, when I want to see what is the schema of this, you can see with the help of the print schema command. So you can see F1 is the column name, data type, and there's the nullable value that is true over here. So that is the schema we are having. So the next part, yeah, this one only. I have to find another file. Okay, we'll just find another file also. So for this part, df, the first what you have to do, you have to give the column name video id, because we don't want these 23 columns. We want only the 10 columns, because the problem statement according to mine, I only required just 10 columns, so I'll only included that. So we are creating this data frame 1, and we are using this Spark SQL, that from this table, or from this data structure what you are going to use, you have to just upload this 10 table. You have to get the data from these 10 table, and you have to give the name column 1 video id, column 2 video uploader. So this you have to do, right? This we will do, and we will put it into df1. So when I'll just upload this will create a temporary view with the name of column 4. So every data which we are having, it will be in the column number 4. So this is the temporary table which contains the table 10, the column total of 10 columns which are like this, right? So this is over here. Let me just find this file, because I have in not this one. Let me find the full file for you, because I have done this like last year. I don't remember. Let me just find the file for you. Mm, not this one. Let me just see this one. Oh, mm, okay, this is a weekend. Twitter file we have. Upload untitled one, and there are so many. Wait, let me just check in my mail. I have sent it to someone. Mm, mm, mm. For 1 minute, let me just find it. Mhm. So, wait. Yeah, here is the content. Yeah, it's this folder, Shruti.rar. Wait, let me check whether it's this one or not. Yeah, I guess. Yes, Kunika, you can use this file in Hive also. Oh, this is the untitled. Let me copy that untitled. Let just open that one. Mm, they're not having untitled file. Let me just upload that. Mm, yeah, let's just upload. There are the files 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, there they are. Now come part. See, I mentioned where you will get the error or where you're not getting the error. So see over here, RDD you can't use. Yes, this one DF2. So we have performed this one. Yes, in 13. Wait, let me just scroll up. Yes. So till here we have to do this part. Create or replace column 1, right? So we have done till this part DF1 and there is no error. Then after that, this command you have to run, that is data frame 2 we have to create, and in this what we are doing, we are just selecting the video category and the count, that is from again the video category and the category count from that column, that the temporary table which we have created. And now what we are doing, we group by we are doing video category, that the thing, because video category which we want, that it should be group by, because I want to see how many videos are there in each category. And we are doing this category count, that should be again in the descending order, right? Because I want the top rated videos or at the above, the total number of videos they uploaded at the top, and the videos uploaded at the bottom, that should be less. So I want it like that. So when it will not run, wait, it, when there is no error, then we'll get it at not this one. Yes, data frame read show. Yeah, this part. So this is all the columns here. You can see this F1, F2, F3, all your columns over here till 23, and everything is written over here. Yes. So when we have made this DF2, now when we print a data frame, the query which I have put it, now you can see the output over here. That is the video category which I showed you and the category count. So the video category, that according to it is entertainment, music, comedy, people, blogs. So these are the video categories, and we want the count, the total number of videos they are having, and the maximum one should be at the top and the minimum one should be at the bottom. So these we have done in the data frame 2, the query from the temporary table, and we have put it in the data frame 2. So this is the output. So the next what we are having, that in this we just want the select video id distinct. So we are using this distinct keyword, that is for a different value, that is the unique value. So we are just selecting in data frame 3 that video id you have to select and it should be unique. and video rating from the temporary table, that is the column 4. And you have to what you have to do, you have to order by, you have to sort that table, your column, that is the video rating, and the video rating that should be in the form of the descending order. So from this is a simple query, that is the problem statement 2 which we have done. Now you can see the output over here. So the video rating, see, we because it will only show the top 20 rows. So the video rating is the 5 which you are only show, that will show you the value, that is the ID, which video ID is having the maximum rating for it. So it will show you according to that. So that is the basic query, simple one, which we have used over here. So second problem statement is also it. And the third one is we have to now see over here, we have to select how many comments. So we have to say how many popular is your video. So according to the comment, we are checking which one is your popular video, right? So if I want to see the comment over here, that which one is the popular one, so we have to select two columns, that is the video ID again and the video column comment over here. So the video which is having the maximum number of comment over here, we want to see that. By default only, because at the starting with you have perform this query na dot show query, it will showing only the 20. When you will, if you want to perform all it, you can tell whether how many you want it, or if you want to display all the data. But for this case, it will only showing the top 20 rows which they are having in the video rating. That's why this command is only showing that, right? The last one is by default. So see this one. So the query which we are using here is much simpler than we are using in Hive. And if we are using this one, select ID and first the number of comments. So we are using over here, then show property. And again, you can see over here, again the top 20 rows only. Okay, good. See over here, only top 20 rows it will get show you. And the here you can see the video ID and the video comments. So your video ID, which is it was telling you, and maximum number because we want it in the descending order. So this video is having the maximum number of comments, so it will at the top, and which is having the lowest comment, it will at the bottom, right? So this we have done. Even if you want to perform the analysis, that is the graphical part, if you want to perform this graphic that charts and everything you want, you can use this one also, that matplotlib library for you. We are also available. Wait, let me see whether we have. No, I have not done it, but it's in my slide also. Let me check. Yeah, this part we have covered in data frame 1, in data frame 2, but the steps you have to take, right? Yeah, see, in the matplotlib, if you want to visualize your data stored, so you can use the matplotlib library. I have given the code here, how you can use it. And for matplotlib, you can give just the what you want in the form of the bar. And if you want to see, give the label also at the x-axis, at the y-axis, and what would be the title for your graph also. So see this we have seen then in the video category, how it is increasing there. Yeah, here you can see the category count, and this is the video category. This is the title visual representation. So you can use these types of graph also. So this is for the data frame 3rd. This is video ID and the video rating. And this is for the data frame 4, the code which I have given over here. This is for the video ID and the number of comments. So here you can perform visualization also, you can perform the analysis also. So how you are using Python and the Spark, so you can perform it like this. So for your project, what you have to do, you have to perform this either in the Apache Spark, which I told you. If you are want to perform some analysis or some data analysis in Python, if you are comfortable in Python language, then just use this Apache Spark for it, right? And if you want to perform in Hive language also, you can perform it in the Hive language. And if you want to perform it in the R, go it for the R language. But today what we have done, we have seen two projects. One is the coffee one, right? Beverages one. We have seen what the problem statements can be, how we can upload the data first in the HDFS part, and then how we can upload it, and we can create the tables, and according to our problem statement we have to apply the query, then we will give the result. So like that you have to perform it and create. Yes, Gunika, you can import the CSV file as, because you can take the text file, you can just write as text file, and even you can just tell structure what is your structure of your CSV file. Then only you can just import the data, right? Even you can import XML file also in Hive. There are many options for you. You can import it. So I hope you are getting the overview of the project which you have built. Yes, Kurt, I will send this code and this presentation to you. Yes, I'll send you the steps also how you can perform it. Yes, I'll show you the data file also. The code one, you want to see the code? I'll send you the step how you can perform, how you can just install the Apache Spark, because for it you have to install. So first install that. I'll send you the step according to that performance. Okay. Okay, okay, the data file. Okay, I'll show you. Yes. The Okay. So in this, yes, Gunika?
Ma'am, we will use tab in
Yeah.
the
We will use tab. Yes, we will use tab in this. You don't need to specify the end of the line. Just we tell them that fields are terminated, because wait, if I because the content I have shown you, I have extend the font size. If your font size is less, then check what would be the next line. The lines उनके बीच में क्या आ रही है, स्पेस आ रही है या नेक्स्ट लाइन में क्या है, तो वो चेक करना है, देन देना है. अगर नहीं पता चल रहा है, जस्ट पुट द टैब /t. ठीक है. Let me change the font for you. Okay, Gunika. Yeah. One first line, the 23 columns, na Gunika? See over here. This is the first one. So give accordingly. This is the first one. First is all 23 columns. The first row you are having. So this is the second row. This is the third, like that. Yes. Any participant? Okay, the data file. Okay. Yes. Anyone? Any problem regarding this or Scala? I told you that I will give you the Scala code also. I have the PDF files if you want to go into the Scala language also, and the basic commands, the how you can perform it. It's in my slide also. We can go according to that. And yes, word count program which I given you in that Hive. Have you performed it or not? Not yet. What about others? Loop? But I told you to implement in the Hive. Not yet. Okay, let's perform that. Then, okay, I'll just quit it from here. I have created one file, word.txt. Let me just open it for you, in which we have put some word. Yes. So here we have word.txt file, as you can see from here, word.txt. Let me just open it for you. So see, in this I have just put John, Lupa, John, Frank, right? So these name I have put it, and when I am putting it, see this, this is a same one row line, right? So what I want to do, I want to find how many times John is coming, how many times Frank and Lupa is coming. So this I have created this word.txt file. So now let's go into Hive and let's check. Let's make its program now. Okay, let's go to I1. So for this, first we have to create a table. So let's create a table first. Table. Then let's create with the name word count. Okay. In this, the column, that is the line I take, because there is one column only which we want to take, and the data type is string, which we have already seen, right? Here. And then we'll say as stored as text file. This, let's create a table with the name word count. Cannot recognize. Wait, let me check the error. I have given the wrong spelling for string. Done. So after creating the table, let's load the data into it. Load, and that is again lower in path. It's in home data. Again spelling word.txt into table. What was our table name? Word count. Done. It's going the operation. The loading is done. Now let's see what's are in the star from word count. Done. Let's execute this one. Can you see the output? John, Luca, John, Frank, Frank. So we are having just one column with the name line, and we are having the data in one row. In the one row now. So we want output like John will give you the output, the value count, then Lupa, then Frank, right? So for this, what we have to do, we have to split this line. So for splitting this line, we are going to use the function split. And how you have to split? When you find the comma, you have to take it as a next line. So for that, we are using split function. And if you want to change row into column, there is one specific function for that, that is called explode function. Okay, for changing row into columns, because I want like John, Lupa, John, Frank, Frank. It should be in the column form, not in the row form. So for changing the row into column, we have explode function. Now let's write the query for it. Select. Now we have to select that word. Now I'm giving the column. Okay. And the count. Now we are taking it as a value as count. Okay. From now we are going to use the subquery. Select, which I told you first, what you have to do, you have to convert rows into columns and then use split function, because we have to tell कि उसे rows में column में कैसे change करना है. So we have the column name with the line, and when it will find the right, then it will split it and convert it into rows into columns as word. Okay, let's give it as word, column name from word count, that is your table. This one, and I have missed this here, and let's give it as a W and group by word. Let's execute this one. Is taking time. Your is converting into your map reduce job. Let it takes its time. Number of mapper reducer 1, so it will take some time. But your Apache Spark is very fast as compared to your Hive. Okay, Gunika, I'll send all the data you in Python, that Python file also, and YouTube data text file also. Okay, and the presentation also. Okay, no problem, Gunika. But let's just output of then we can wind up the session. And today we are having our last class. I'm having a last class with you. So thank you everyone for attending all the lectures. And I hope you gain some knowledge. And if you are having any doubt or anything you want to discuss in the future also, you can just mail me. I hope you are having my email ID. That is shrutivadwa99@gmail.com. I'll be happy to help you. Yes. So over here, Frank is count is 2. Thanks, Kurtia. It was a really great experience with all you guys. Thank you, Raghav. Thank you very much. Now you can see John is coming 2 times, Lupa is coming 1 time, Frank. So this is a word count program in Hive also. Thank you, Gagan. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. So, if you're having any doubts or anything you want to say, you can say it about course also, about anything you want to ask, anything you want to discuss, or you want to say. Okay, then otherwise we'll wind up the session. Okay, then bye everyone. All the best for your future, and have any problem in future, then just give me a mail. My email ID is shrutivadwa99@gmail.com. Okay, course was awesome. Okay, you hit our language assignment operator. Okay, Dipanshu, thank you. Okay, thank you. It was a great experience to teach you all. Oh, great, Shivam. Thank you, Suryansh. Make me Shivam, no problem. Raghav, so much. Thank you, Rishabh. Thank you, Ayush. Okay, great, Sahil. Thank you, Gagan. Means a lot to me. You are saying so much to me. Thank you very much. Yes, Vaibhav, even my students, some students which I told you who are working in Bangalore, they are doing work from home now. So they are basically from Chandigarh, and they got placement in Bangalore, which I told you even in the this COVID time, and they got placement because of big data analytics. and they only learn these three tools from me, that is Apache Hive, Scala language, and the other one is Apache Spark, and now they have placed with the good package. So I'll definitely prefer you that you should go for these things. Don't try to learn everything, just give focus to 2 to 3 things and just master into that, then you will get the good job with the good package. Okay, Weber. Then it's time to say goodbye to everyone. All the best. Okay, bye everyone. Okay. Cool.
Thank you so much, Shruti ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Pleasure is all mine.
So every attendance link, I'll share that in the chat window, and then you can leave the session. And tomorrow you again need to join the session for your feedback part. Just for that, it will take another 1 hour from your tomorrow's day. Just be there for that part only. And wait, I'm sharing the attendance link in the chat window. Just check the chat window, everyone. I have posted the attendance link. So submit your attendance for today.